Let us start our program. Thank you very much for joining. As usual, shall we pay respect to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times? Namo Tassa Bhagavato
Arahato
Arahato
Buddhassa Namo Tassa
Namo Tassa
Bhagavato
Bhagavato
Arahato Buddhassa
Arahato
Tassa
Namo
Bhagavato
Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining our program. As usual, let me introduce you to speaker. Or even though we know where, but as for record, let me introduce you formally. The first speaker is Venerable Nandacra. He is a researcher specializing in Buddhist psychology. He has extensive academic background in both traditional Buddhist study and modern psychological counseling. He completed his master's degree in Buddhist study in 2019 at the PGI-PBS University of Kine, Sri Lanka, where he received gold medal for best academic performance. Academic excellence in Pali. 2026, he earned his PhD in Buddhist study from the same university. His study in psychology include diploma in psychology from American College of Higher Education, Sri Lanka. He also holds 2 specialized master's degree, MA in Buddhist Ayurveda counseling from the University of Kine, 2021. Master of Buddhist counseling from University of Hong Kong, 2022. Additionally, he is an international affiliate member of American Psychological Association, APA. As an author, Venerable Nandacra published both research papers in both Burmese and English, focusing on intersection of Buddha's Dhamma and psychology. He is also founding member of This Moment Zone, an organization where provide mental health knowledge training and lecture. Thank you, Venerable, for giving your precious time to our program. The second speaker, Sayamagyi Kine. He earned his MA degree in English language teaching, Warwick University, UK, United Kingdom, 1988, and BA Honor English Institute of Education, Myanmar, 1981. Extensive career, she has been working for 20 years in human resources and communication management, and 13 years in English language teaching at various University Ministry of Education. Lately, since 2017, she working for Sangha Education, supporting the Sangha member and Sayali. Now she found Knowledge Dana for information research scholar with independent senior professional. Thank you, Sayamagyi, for giving your precious time to our program. So today, not as usual, before we had only one speaker, but today's special day, so we have a special 2 speaker. The floor is for you, Sayamagyi and Venerable Nandacra. You can allocate yourself, your time. I just give floor for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable. So it's been
We start, right, Kumo?
yeah, you can start. You can start.
Thank you. Oh, do I have this share facility?
No, I will do. I give co-host now.
All right, Kumo. Thank you.
first, well, it seems to have, it seems to have ended. And so that also, it's something
Okay, thank you, everyone. It's really great to be here with you all this evening. Since you look at the title, sharing and networking, that we all have been doing on TBG platform for quite a while already. I'm just trying to formalize it and trying to say thank you to Pombo and everyone participating every week. And at the same time, we will be selling, offering what we can do a little bit to you all. So that will be our PowerPoints shortly. Yeah. So let me share our PowerPoint here.
Israelis, yes, we know some of this stuff. We've seen destruction in civilian areas. We don't have many because there is, I think every country of war there is.
Is it okay now? Can you see the slide?
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
we can. Right. So the title itself, we're talking about sharing and networking, like we've been doing quite a while already on this platform. So, oh my. So that in other way around, I would prefer saying sharing as freedom of generosity. We can offer, we can share as much as we like, no limit. And networking, when you see this, oh my gosh, keeps going. Yes. Okay now?
Yeah.
Can you see the slide?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, okay. So like networking will give us good strength. When we are one, when we are two, when we are networking with many others, we will get stronger. So this is the idea of what we're going to talk about tonight, this evening. So these are the things we will be looking at. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Keeps going.
Yes, it can. I mean, we have a we'll go through a fixed period. Sometimes a warming, they'll be constantly, and then there is this audio message. But everybody hears those areas. Everybody knows what to do. And a man that is not, is not religious,
I don't see my slide. Can you see it?
Yeah,
we can see,
see clearly your slide.
Do you?
Yeah, now you are in the page number 2.
Yeah, I can't see my slide.
Oh, really?
Strange.
Maybe you lost your window.
I don't know.
You open many windows, maybe.
I don't know. Let me just give me 1 second.
You start sharing and then
Yeah,
reshare
I will
it.
redo that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Redo that. I stop share. I stop share. Go there again. Okay. It should be good. Okay now?
Yes,
okay
okay.
then? All right. Okay, now I can see mine as well. Oh my gosh. All right, so these are the things we'll be talking about, a little bit of modern learning and development. Then I will be presenting our leader program, Knowledge Dana. Then I will hand it over to Pobo Nanda, who will be talking about his Pinya Dana program through this moment zone. And in the end, we will have your advice, suggestions, questions, things as such, the usual stuff. So about sharing and networking. What do we share here? We share a lot of information, knowledge, insight, experience, passion, resource. There are many things that we can share. So that's what we all are doing here. And while we are sharing, we can also facilitate. Facilitate in the sense that we learn from each other. We have peer support. And we can also have access to expertise like champion, like Pomonanda and Popo Vishu. They have a lot of champion masters area that we can also have an access, facilitating through this learning platform. And at the same time, we can also connect each other. Now we know who, we know this, we know that. A lot of people are working on this platform, so we are connecting, and we are also leveraging our links in the sense that we have social links, academic links, and professional links. And there are many other links if you like, but here we'll be focusing on major 2 or 3 links. So that's the main thing that we all have been doing. I'm just refreshing you a little bit why we are sharing and networking and what exactly is that. Why I'm talking about sharing and networking, because these are key elements of modern learning. This is something we're going to emphasize, focus during our classes or discussion or talks, whatever. So I like to touch a little bit on modern learning. What is modern learning? What is modern learning? So modern learning is, when you see modern, is something new, something innovative. It's not traditional, slightly or far away from traditional approach. So it's inclusive, get everyone involved, not just teacher and 1 or 2 students, everyone in the class or everyone in the workshops involved. So all inclusive. And which is important, we have learner-centered. We focus on learner-centered in the sense that we are paying much attention on learner needs and interests. I'm not saying something which learners do not need, which learners are not interested. It would be useless. If we give how to fish for the people in Anya Data, there's no Mye no use. So what we give should be something compatible to what they need. So we are very much focusing on learner needs and interest. And it's also technology driven. If you look at us today, we are working on the Zoom, everyone talking about AI, this and that, cloud, lots and lots of applications and tools. So modern learning, unless technology, we cannot have modern learning. So we need technology, digital literacy that we're going to focus as well. All in all, which is important, we are talking more about people rather than subject and machines. So when we talk about people, we will be focusing on our social, emotional skills. How do we relate to people? How do we develop ourselves? It's part of personal development, so which is really important. So our workshops and talks, they can be more than beyond classroom, because we be emphasizing on modern learning. It's more than contents. What we are preparing learners is to adapt to the modern workplace and society, not just to score points and earn the credits, to be able to adapt, to be able to integrate in the modern workplace and society. So this modern learning and development, we consider key objective of our knowledge and Pinyadana programs. We'll be focusing a lot on it because we want modern learners to be entrepreneurial spirit. We want we want you to learn something new. We want you to explore something you don't know, that we call entrepreneurial spirit. And we want learners to be engaged thinker, think deep, think seriously, and apply. Then we want you to be ethical citizen, ethical in the sense that you are responsible, working with the ethics, with the humanity, looking after people, this kind of stuff. Okay. Yeah, Pomo Nanda, would you like to add on something here, Pomo, about modern learning in our shops and classroom?
Oh, yes. Yes, modern learning, when we are talking about that, quite differ from what we are doing in our country. Like, of course, me as a monastic, I would say the monastic education, in our monastic system, the way how we are learning kind of education system is go normally information sharing, so giving kind of tons of information to the students and kind of delivering. But I don't think it's a Buddhist way of learning. But when we are talking about the modern, so in especially these days, what we have to do is I believe that we don't need too much information because we already have tons of informations but what we need is we have a skill to skill to analyze the informations and skill to critically think to the informations. So and now when you are talking about the entrepreneur spirit, so when I hear that, these days I am writing one article related to entrepreneurs, So surprisingly, that English 10, you may know that English 10 came from French language. It's from France, entrepreneur. But some researchers are saying that the English 10 entrepreneurs is originated from the Sanskrit. Sanskrit 10. I gotta say in Burmese pronunciation is like entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is like kind of the Sanskrit word. And then I try to translate or I'm trying to deal with the Pali's, and that is closely related to the Pali endopirana. Endopirana is something interesting, but I can't find that endopirana in the Tipitaka. The Pali word, I don't see that Pali word in the Tipitaka, but the closest, definitions or the closest terminology where we see is Atatama Banidi. Atatama Banidi is so close to the term entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is like kind of, kind of dedications and commitment that come from the inner journey. So that is something related to the Politan Atatamapanidi. So, Atatamapanidi is how we are trying to develop our mentality by using the right way, right views or every right. Dhamma, Samma, the Politan Samma is the right. So Atta means for ourselves, and Panidi means kind of trying to develop or trying to straighten ourselves, our inner strength. So yeah, that is so modern learning is that Buddhist way or personal development is I feel like that is quite related to what you're saying, the modern learning. So I'm not sure. Are you agree or not?
Yeah, very much close to each other. Yeah, thank you, Momo. So it's good complementing our understanding of new modern learning, which in fact could be closely related to Buddhism and all. So, which is important here when you talk about entrepreneurial spirit, we explore. If you look at younger generation today, they explore a lot of things. They are not scared. So that's what we want our learners to be. Don't be passive and rigid in the classroom, not one way. You got to be interactive. You got to explore quite a number of things. You expand more than extension. Try to learn something new, different. Not only Buddhism, not only English. Why not French? Why not? There are many things, technology. And all in all, which is important, we also need to exercise critical thinking. Don't simply say yes and no. Why we're saying yes, why we're saying no, you can be, agreeing, disagreeing. These are all the things that we like to do in our classroom and talks and shops, not passive. So that's what we talk about modern learning, and we apply them, real world applications, not staying in the classroom. We go beyond classroom, we use it in everyday life, that we call real world applications. And we are not scared. Modern learners, the younger ones, are not scared. They experiment. If they take risks, they experiment, they develop from challenges. This is the way we learn. We may make mistakes, but we do not repeat. We learn from mistakes, we develop from challenges. So these are the ideas that we're going to share, we're going to develop in our classroom. Like Homo just said, there are thousands, tons of information, more than enough information sitting on internet. So it's more than contents we are discussing in our classes. We will be emphasizing, we will be grooming these learning habits. That's the essence, the idea of our classroom and talks. Okay. Any question here, or shall I continue? Did I make myself clear? Any question here?
Question or comment, we can
Anything?
just pause for a while. And
yeah.
Someone want to comment or ask question, please feel free.
Anyone? Feel free.
Modern learning. The work modern learning, I would like to discuss more today. Modern learning.
Yeah.
Modern learning can include the preservation of our tradition or not?
Modern learning is more than traditional learning. It's a broader approach to education. We're not saying traditional approach is not good or not enough. We're not saying that. But what we are saying is that you got to be innovative. What we have there, what we can find more, what we can do more, we got to move. We just can't stay at the traditional learning. Sometimes you can say it's very much a one way, more passive. But certain extent, you can go with traditional learning. But if you really like to integrate in today's world, which is very much changing at the first pace, so unless you have these modern learning skills, it will be very difficult for you to integrate into modern workplace and society, because you cannot stay in your monastic classrooms all the time. After you learn, you study, you go out, you meet people, you got to move on. So we are very much in favor of modern learning for you, Sangha organizations, both nuns and monks, so that you can have better integration, better adaptation to the modern world.
No, I mean, the modern learning can cause the, how to say, the loss in the value of our tradition or not?
No, not at all. I just explained you. It will give you additional value. If you like to be really work hard rather than work hard and work smart, if you like to adapt better to today's world, you need modern learning skills, people skills. Traditional learning is not enough. Traditional learning is nothing wrong, but to move forward and further, you need modern learning skills.
Okay. We need both traditional way and modern learning.
Traditional, it's there, but not all the time. Traditional to start up or to certain types of activities and exercise, it may work, but not all the time. But if you start doing modern learning, you will see and feel the difference. Traditional learning, what is it? You learn pages and pages, but for certain occasion, you may need it. There's nothing wrong with it, but to get better, to move on, We need modern learning to catch up with today's pace. That's the idea. Okay, Pomo?
Okay.
Any other, or shall I move on? Saleh, Pomo, any question?
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you for your sharing, Sayamagyi. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
You can ask. Wait.
Just saying thank you, Pomo. So because of the, she said that the traditional learning is not enough for the younger people. So I agree with that.
Okay. Sayamagyi, move on.
Okay, I will move on, right? Next slide.
Okay.
Next slide, I will be talking about our little program, Knowledge Dana. So to do all these things, modern learning, this, that, we have Dana program, Knowledge Dana program from me with Pobo Nanda and a few other professionals. I like to talk about this program first. Knowledge Dana, in short, we call it KD. The profile is that this is a sharing diverse knowledge. It's not just Buddhism. It's not just English. We picked some, I'm not saying really important, some significant disciplines to share with innovative religious scholars. If you are very much in love with traditional learning and traditional approach, it will be difficult to work in our classroom, in our workshop. So what I want...
Slide is not changed. The same slide, still the same slide?
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
No?
Not changing. The objective knowledge is okay.
Slide is not
talking,
changed.
She's talking about the one. Sayamagyi, you
Knowledge
need
Dana?
to...
The slide is still the model learning and development. Is that
okay.
the slide is changed?
Okay, Chama, thank you. I think I stopped share it again. What is happening here?
But in the middle, you talking? The objective on knowledge and Vinyadana.
Is it all right now? Knowledge Dana?
Okay.
Okay now? Okay, so
Yeah.
Knowledge Dana, this is the little program I'm organizing, and we are offering our services, our helps to you. So the program is about sharing diverse knowledge. There are quite a number of significant disciplines we will be looking at down there. So what we are doing with innovative religious scholars. If you are too traditional, if you like to keep 100% tradition, fine. But that will be very difficult to work in our classroom, to work with us. So for me, I want particularly innovative religious scholars, those who want to know more, who want to learn something new and different. That we are working with not just myself. I have a group of resource personnel, independent professionals. We don't belong to any other organizations. We are independent professionals. So what we are doing, we are sharing diverse knowledge with religious scholars, innovative scholars. We are independent professionals. What we are offering, customized courses and talks, which is really important here. When I say customized, just like you go to the tailor, we take the measurement, we make the clothes. So Jaida, what you like, the customer's needs, customer's likes, you have your freedom. What we offer, what you like, you pick and choose, and then we will organize the program. There's no fixed timetable, no fixed schedule, no fixed courses. There are quite a number of topics and items we can offer, Pobo Nanda can offer, and my English language colleagues can offer. But we will discuss with you first what you want, what you need, what we can give. Then we will make a program that we call customized courses. So that we can do it in 3 significant disciplines. Buddhist modernism, which is now led by Pobo Nanda. is our pillar now. And social emotional development is part of personal development, but we are focusing more on social emotional skill. I'm in charge of this module. And we also have English language communication module that I'm working with my English language teacher friends. They can be able to help you. Anyway, which is important here is the customized courses. There's no fixed one. What you need, what you want, what we can do, we will discuss, then we will work together. So that part of it. And more importantly, we also like to promote collaborative network, like Pomovi is doing now. This is a collaborative network. People coming here together with the same interests, either individuals or institutions. What we are dedicated here is learning and development. So that I also very much in favor to have this collaborative network. I'm very pleased with Paul V, who is an international network promoter, bringing everyone here. We work together, we listen each other, we discuss, we talk. So that I'm very much in favor. I like to promote this kind of network as well. So that's what we're doing, Knowledge Dana. It's our leader profile. And I'd like to elaborate a little bit more on these three significant disciplines, what we can do under these three disciplines. So when you say Buddhist modernism, Pawananda is in charge, and mainly under these areas, humanistic elements of Buddhism, mindfulness and emotional development, Pawananda's championship area, and mental health and mental well-being. Sometimes Pawananda and his founding members also help us with mental health, mental well-being programming. Siama Dombonge and Siama Amy, two excellent professionals, super kind and cool. So that's one module. Pawananda and his team is in charge. And under social emotional development, myself and I have another consultant friend, we are talking a lot and developing modern learning skills. In fact, we call people soft skills. And we also like to emphasize positive traits. What is good about you? What are the attributes? What are the good things about you? What are the good things we got to improve and develop? That kind of stuff. Management, leadership, I'm not talking too much in details and depth, but I can give you some essentials. First of all, how to manage yourself, then how to manage your little team or your family, or I don't know who you are working with. So we can give you some little tips. Regarding English, it's a brush up. We cannot teach ABCD and all. We don't have this capacity. So what we can do, we can reinforce your foundation. If you have some good basics, we can brush up. We can bring you up to another level. And we can do some communication practices like listening, news, documentary, things as such, and some study skills, how to write a summary, synopsis, things as such. But which is very good. I will talk about it later. Regarding English, there are lots and lots of online English classes. Now even Pongchi Xiaolei started teaching English and so on. So I don't think we got to talk about English very much. So we will be focusing more on the first two modules. So these are our offers, freedom of choice. You pick as you like, then you discuss with us when you can learn, when we can teach, then we will have a program. So there's no fixed schedule for the time being, okay? Right, so this is it all right? Shall I say some more or talking too much?
All right.
Is it all right for you? Are you
All
with
right,
me?
all right.
Pogo,
Yeah,
Sale, Yamaro,
yeah.
Ine, Shashila. Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay. And these are my star network. Our program, My Star Network, is Pogonanda. I told you, he's a pillar of our Buddhist modernism module. So he's my star pillar. helping a lot to this little program, taking one module completely in charge. And Pomovi, very much grateful, our host, our key network promoter, organizer of this Tavagu education program. Just because of this Tavagu, we all are here. We got to able to work together, meet together, say hi, hello, and also, which is excellent. And these are two other institutions that I'm working for now. One is Myanmar Lenka Language Institute. That's I should say, that's the biggest monastic English language courses, I think, because one in charge is the senior English language professionals. We have about some more than 30 plus English language teachers and graded English language courses from beginner level to advanced level. So if you like to complete from beginner to advanced, then you got to take like 3 months course for 4 times. So it's like good a year and a half. And Pombo Wanasiri is in charge of this language institute. It's at Bile Monastery in Yangon. So if you really like to improve your English, learn your English, if you have time during the day, then you can study over there. English language classes there. And another institution I'm working there also is Yatana Lankara Sazana Vimana Dharma Center. It's led by Dr. Ashin Yewada, Poboye Supakumpomo. I think they are preparing some Pongji, Pongbole, and Xiale to get into some universities like ITPMU or any other universities for your advanced level education. It's a kind of preparatory course, English classes as well as Buddhism in English language as well. So this is another school where I'm working at. All are online courses. And my resource pool, I have English language, technical, management, professional, and consultant. So all these are in my network. And I'm talking about my network. So now I will hand over the floor to Pomonanda, who will be talking about his Pyanyadana program and this moment zone. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Momo. Shall
Yeah,
I play the slide for you, Momo?
it's good.
Good. Okay, Momo.
Good. Yeah, please. So before I start sharing about it, I just want to say thank you to Venerable Visuddha for inviting me. So Venerable invited me many times before, but I was busy with my own things, and now finally I can join. Since we met in Bangkok, and I was thinking about joining again, and wondering what topics I could share. But now, thanks to Dagamaji also, and her collaborations, so I don't need to think too much about a topic, and I can just follow her lead. So thank you. So are you gonna share it?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Now I see. Yeah, before talking about the knowledge donor programs together with her, I just want to share about our organizations, this movement zone, because of this our knowledge donor program is we doing such kind of things under the organizations of this movement zone. So this movement zone is a kind of organization that we are trying to deal with
Oh,
the.
this one or next one?
I just want to share about this movement zone.
This
I
one?
think the next one. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah,
This
this
one,
one.
okay?
Yeah, this one. So yeah, we are sharing some promoting kind of psychological knowledge and emotional well-being thing. So now already 3 years, we already celebrated our 3-year third anniversary. So when we were setting me together with our co-founders, Julia Mongesen and Matt Amy All. So actually, at that time, I remember I was teaching in one organization and sharing about the Buddhist psychologies, and we met and we asked ourselves a very simple question: why is so hard for people in our community to talk about how they feel? So with this, we trying to start these programs, and our countries go through with the COVID-19 and other political crisis, and then these make the kind of like deeply challenging circumstances for our Myanmar. So, and we saw what is going to people's inner world, the fear, the grief, and also the exhaustions. So yeah, that's why we developed that program or that organization. We named this movement. Firstly, actually, I remember our organization name was This Movement. This movement. It was given by Julia Monges, and she already have a Facebook page with this name, This Movement, and she's sharing about her reflections and thoughts and kind of connected to the mindfulness and emotional well-being. So later, I added the word zone. Zone. That idea of the zone, it came from the concept or the oasis. So I just want to make the oasis zone. So we wanted to create a kind of oasis for the people, not just any oasis, but kind of spiritual oasis. So Venerable saying that he may know about the spiritual oasis. So the term spiritual oasis is became one of my favorite expression after I felt heard is from the Christian pastor from Africa. Later, when I studied in MBC program at Hong Kong University, and my teacher, Venerable Hing Hong, he also used this idea as a part of his Dhamma therapy program, Dhamma therapy approach. So we adapted the concept of the spiritual oasis, like kind of emerging, creating a place where the people who are mentally and emotionally kind of tired from their life, so they could come and rest for a while. So here in that spiritual oasis, they can pause and breathe and they can feel the support. So we offer a kind of relaxation techniques and mindful practice, and here psychoeducation to help them to regain the balance and kind of clarities. So under the part of the spiritual oasis, we are sharing the psychoeducation programs across the Facebook and other platform, and also collaborating with another other kind of the community now here with the knowledge dana, Panya Dana community. So yeah, can you move to our visions and missions? Oh yeah. Do you have the vision? Our vision?
I do, but not in this slide.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
wait?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So when she finding, I can share our links. Then you can go and check it.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah. You're going to get it. Hang on. Can you see the slide now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there is a visions and mission. Here.
Yeah.
Yes, our vision is, I would say, beautifully simple, to be a place for a soothing mind for everyone. Not just for the people who can afford the therapies, and not just for the people with time, but for everyone, regardless of their background, their financial situation, religions, age, or any gender. So we guided by the three main core missions. We have the three main missions. here you may see the festival. We want to create a relaxed and mindful place where our community can be healthier and happier. And second, we want to support all the individual in developing kind of self-awareness, self-compassion, resilience, and in doing so, reduce the stigma that stay around the mental health in our Burmese and Myanmar community. And third, and this is the closest to my heart, we want to make sure that anyone facing a crisis can access to and support regardless of who they are, what they have. So everything we do, kind of workshop, every support group, every article, videos, and canvas to the 3 commitments, and everything's all the free, of course. So yeah, this is this moment though. We already celebrated the 10th anniversary. Can you move to the next slide? What is the next slide? I don't even know. Oh, within these 3 years, we have grown a lot. We have expanded our programs and connected with the professional across the field, not only in Myanmar, also some resource person from UK, and then we are building towards becoming a recognized resource for psychological knowledge in our community. So today afternoon, I write it down. We only 3 co-founding members are working already 2,500 volunteer hours. So that is a huge commitment for the community. Yeah, please next slide. So I can share Panyadana, where we are sharing and teachings, or like what we are doing in the Panyadana program together with the Gamaji. Huh? Can you move to the slide number 12? Oh yeah, here also we have. So we offering an introduction to psychology, introduction to Buddhist psychotherapy, and introduction to humanity elements of Buddhism, and mindfulness and emotional development courses, and emotional well-being workshop, plus support groups. Now, before I just sharing about the Buddhist psychotherapy, but in our community, some people, they don't have the psychological backgrounds, and and just jump into the Buddhist psychotherapy, they cannot grasp the idea what I want to share. So I asked them to come with kind of basic knowledge on modern psychology. So they have to show their certificates on psychotherapies, at least diplomas or something. So, but it's quite difficult for the general community, and psychology is kind of expensive subject. So they can't afford to join the modern psychologies for diploma classes, and they can't show the certificate. So what we are doing is, okay, why don't we share the introduction to psychology, and then I share some specific topics and lectures about 20 hours for modern psychology, and plus later I share the 20 hour for the Buddhist psychotherapy all together. And that is a huge programs that you may see on our Facebook. Well, when we are start sharing, I remember under the name of this movement zone, we start from the special batch for the monastics, venerables. 34 out of 48 participants completed the course, and when we moved to the public batch, we started from the 104 people. Yeah, 104 people completed, and later that is keep growing. And of course, we started the spiritual OEC programs, and mindfulness workshops, support groups, and our psychoeducation webinars also. Now we call that webinar as the Word of Wisdom. It's brought together the respected professional who generously volunteer their time to share knowledge with our community. And the Gamai Kaimatun also, she sometimes come and join with us, and she share as the resource person. That topics cover many areas, including mindfulness, emotional well-being, youth development, and workplace for mental health, and also kind of even the business psychology. The Gamai often come here with us and sharing that business psychologies and occupational psychology, because our co-founder Amy specialized in business and occupational psychologies, and she graduated from the UK, so she helped bring those perspectives into our program. So at the same time, sorry for the little advertisement, Amy and one Buddhist venerable were having a discussion on Buddhist leadership on the 16th of May next week. Please join and listen with it if you're interested. So yeah, so Panyadana training, I can share in mindfulness and emotional development course to get. Can you move to the next slide?
Yeah. Well, before I forget about Amy talks and all, why don't you send me the brochure or whatever so that I can post it on this TVG group? Yeah.
Oh, all right, but I think they're gonna do announcement on 14.
Okay.
Yeah. When they make announcement, I will share with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, here.
So
Oh,
Buddhist modernism module.
Buddhist modernity, yeah. I just wanted to start from the mindfulness and emotional developments, and that kind of the how to say the mini programs of my my Buddhist psychotherapy class. Back here, I dragged out some special topics and special lectures for the venerables here when they are offering in the KD program. So I share some workplace for mindfulness, and nowadays people in the West they are using the mindfulness, which is the Buddhist elements, as they develop that Buddhist element mindfulness as the therapies or interventions, and also for the kind of workplace interventions to reduce the stress and some anxieties, and plus kind of the workloads and burnouts. And so yeah, well, back here I come up with my Buddhist own idea to develop and to make a productive workplace. Then how we can support and how we can do like I would say adaptation, how we can adapt the Buddhist mindfulness in the modern workplace. And also the 3-4 training program, but actually here the 3-4 training is my PhD thesis. I'm doing the kind of Buddhist psychotherapy based on the 3-4 training, and I compare with the modern psychotherapy, which is under the umbrella terms of the CBT that we call the dialectic behavioral therapy, also the mindfulness-based therapy. And but here in the 3-4 training lectures, we don't have too much time. We just have only 1.5 hour and also discussion. So I drop it out the another 2-4 and just highlight the Sila part. But of course here, as I said earlier, I'm trying to interpret and adapt the Buddhist teaching for the psychotherapy. So I'm trying to explain how the Buddhist teaching or Sila can interpret as the like behavioral transformation techniques or behavioral modifications like that, and then also neuromotor exercises. I adopted that Buddhist teachings of the Sila into that way, and managing the grief and the stress. So yeah, I give some kind of the Buddhist way to manage the grief and also the stress. here I combine actually in my lectures, in Buddhist psychotherapy lectures, I have how we can manage the grief and how we can manage the stress and how to overcome the grief. Not really overcome. Yeah, I would say manage the grief, and I also have a kind of case study to do the practice when we are trying to deal with the grieving clients and mind body mechanisms, which is explaining about the Buddhist concept of the nama rupa. So how the Buddhist mind and bodies are correlated and how we are trying to deal with the clients. So yeah, that's all the kind of the basis theoretical frameworks or theoretical foundation to understand and to develop the emotional well-being of the participants or maybe I would say students. But of course, we just have only 6-week program, so it's quite short. And if they're interested, they have to keep learning. That's just introductory course. And the next is the humanistical. For the humanistical, is in my introduction to psychology lecture series. We have a specific lectures on the humanistic psychology. So when I'm trying to explain the humanistic psychology, I try to use the laws of the Buddhist humanistic essence. So they like it, and then finally I thought, why don't I develop that Buddhist humanistic idea and make the lecture series? And I discussed with Takamai, and we start sharing in knowledge dana program. And then later I share to the public. And now I already share. We finished task bars already from this moment. So it is that in this code, I introduced the humanistic essence of Buddhism, that I'm focusing on the Buddha as a human being who transcends the suffering. So in this code, I highlight how his teaching, I mean the Buddha's teaching, offer a part centered around the human experience and the cultivations of the inner wisdom. There are key topics are including, you may see here, the Buddha as a human Buddhas, and his life as a human being. And Buddhism emphasize on how we emphasize on the potentialities of the human beings and the blueprints of the human being, that is the morality, and also self-awareness and personal responsibility, which is related to the humanistic idea that we are saying in modern day, and then also understanding the Four Noble Truths as addressing the human sufferings and human liberations. Yeah, how the Buddhas use that kind of methods, that kind of techniques for flourishing the human being. So our participants will understand at the end of the program, they will understand how the Buddhist teaching focus on the human condition and how his human-centered path is relatable and practical for modern life. But when we are going, especially in this KD program, when we are going these things, we cover with the modern learning by Nandacra. So if you are matching and comparative study these two modern learnings and modern Buddhisms, and I hope the understandings will be developed and go further. So Nandacra, you say a little bit about your modern learning programs and how these two can match.
Modern learning, in the sense that, as I explained earlier, we are focusing on people's soft skills in the light of social emotional development. So when Pamonanda started talking about humanistic elements of Buddhism, I thought for Sangha order, people like Xiale and Popo, there should be much more better or extensive to understand when you talk about self-awareness from modern perspective and from modernism or Buddhism. So that's, you will see that quite a number of areas in the core are very much sharing more or less the same. So I requested for more, okay, why don't we have one combined course looking at people's soft skills from social perspective, modern perspective, and from modern Buddhism perspective. So that's where we are. So this is our one last try course work together. But now that I talk about Knowledge Dana program, you don't need to worry too much. These are the items we can offer, we can work together. But if you can think of any other ideas which might be interesting for your group, and which is good for example, you just want what is human power, what is dignity, what is responsibility. We can mix and match here and there. That's what I talk about freedom of choice, the customized courses. These are the popular topics which can be very much useful for your modern everyday life. But there again, we are not saying that you don't need to go through all these depending on the time, which is important more than content. Remember, the way we discuss, the way we work together, the way we develop together, which is more important. So it's not the idea of quantity. We talk about quality and the selective items. We can do customized courses. But these are the areas Pomonanda is champion. There are many other areas. And this is the modern learning department area that I started promoting. So these are our offers for today. If you have any other ideas, you can always come and discuss with us freely. Pomon, can you do this? Can you do that? Siama, can you do this? Can you do that? We will work together. Why not? Okay.
Yes, you check box someone else.
Chat box. Okay. Yeah, we won't. I will come back to the chat box. We will finish this PowerPoint, 2 or 3 pictures to go by Paponanda, and that's it. We will open to the floor. We will look at the chat box and many other ideas. Okay.
It's okay. You can go.
Yeah. So these are the areas, Paponanda.
Yeah, these are the lectures that we are sharing in the Buddhist humanistic elements of the Buddhism. So we're sharing some kind of humanistic elements, human Buddha and human centered kind of moralities, self-awareness, and also the personalities, human personalities, and human transformation, and communities and interdependence. So totally we got 6 days.
Yeah.
That will be the 6-week class.
If can I add one comment, Momo? If you look at
Please.
these human elements, the first pictures, you will look at it, talking about personality, morality, very much a self. We start from people, individual. Then in the end, eventually, we talk about community and interdependence. So that's social stuff. That's why I could see this kind of course very much in line with our modern learning skills, developing self and working with the community. So that's the area, our ultimate goal, to be working in the community, to be integrating well, to be interdependent each other, helping each other. So that's our major goal, to arrive this level from self to many.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I'll say
next
in
one.
Burmese that if I say in Burmese that humanistic elements of Buddhism code is how to say နက်ပီရအောင်လုပ်ပေးမဲ့တင်တယ်မဟုတ်ပဲねလူဖြစ်အောင်လုပ်ပေးမဲ့တင်တယ်
လူကောင်း
လူကောင်းဖြစ်အောင်
လူကောင်းဖြစ်ပြီ လူကောင်းဖူကြီးကောင်းဆရာလေးကောင်း Okay, so that's the assorted from your
yeah these are the like kind of very brief introduction to the Buddhist psychotherapy and significance of the threefold training for emotional development. Here I add something here, emotional development and glimpse of mindfulness, which is my books, but here explaining some mindfulness things. And also after understanding the mindfulness, then we move to the mindful workplace for resilience, productivity, and creatively in workplace with a power of mindfulness. Buddhist stress management. And finally, from sorrow to serenity, that means the kind of grief management. Yeah, totally sis also this one also sis week program.
Yeah. And my favorite contents.
These are the contents. So these are the actually these are mixed between this movement zone and my Facebook page, Nandacra Facebook page, mixed contents. But all the ideas are coming from the same background and same resource person, of course. Only me, I just writing contents on Facebook. On Facebook, I have two channels, This Movement Zone and my own channel, Nandacra channel. And plus, all these contents come again as the podcast or under the names of the Chitta Mudutta, which means the Seta Mudutta in Burmese. So Seta Mudutta, in Seta Mudutta, I'm sharing these contents into the podcast version, maybe audio version, but the extended one. On Facebook will be the shorter one, and on podcast will be the extended one that can listen for YouTube, and I can share my YouTube channel with you all also. Yeah. Oh, I can share my link tree. Link tree is easy. Yeah.
Thank you, Bobo.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. This is it from us. So, in summary, I just like to say one or two things. The courses Nanda is conducting, that can be long, that can be medium size, that can be short. We can customize. Yeah. If you don't have a lot of time, we will do brief, concise, one-day workshop, one-day talk, like Pomo V is hosting here, we can do that. If you have extensive period, more in-depth knowledge, you can attend full-fledged, complete courses. Yeah. So there are many varieties as you like. We can be able to offer you. That's our danda. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Nanda. Thank you, Hovi, and thank you, everyone, all the participants. Thank you very much. That's all.
Okay.
That's it from us this evening. If you have any advice, suggestions, you are feel free. Hovi said, I got to check chat box. So how do I do that? I check that chat box first, and then we discuss. Or because sorry, we overshot the time. It's already 9 o'clock, almost 9:30 now. How do I do that, Pumovi? Our chief. What do I do? Shall I check the chat box?
Yeah. I don't see the chat. The question he delete or not? Yeah. What do you mean? Soft skill here. Can you please explain it? Josie Young, you can ask directly.
Entrepreneur, get the
Human.
notification.
No. Human.
I gotta repeat it.
Human soft skill. Human soft skill. What do you mean? A human soft skill.
Resources.
Human soft skill here.
Human resources.
Human soft skill.
Soft skills.
Soft skill. Soft skill. Yeah. Soft skill means people skill.
Yeah.
Like how to listen, active listening, how to interact, how to communicate. It's nothing to do with machine. It's people skills. How to tell a good story, how to be kind, how to be responsible. These are all people skills. How to work together, collaboration. Yeah, these are all people skills. Okay.
No. and then Jose.
Entrepreneurship.
Do you get it?
Yeah, Bala. Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Entrepreneurship, Garo. Actually, it started in business world.
No.
Like Microsoft, like Facebook. These are entrepreneurs, like Elon Musk. လုပ်ငန်းအသစ်တွေကိုစွန့်စားတီထွင်တဲ့လူတွေက entrepreneur business world မှာခေါ်တယ် but in everyday life when you are exploring new things we need entrepreneur spirit okay စွန့်စားတီထွင်တယ်အဲ့လို
No. Okay. That's all right, Sayamagyi. All right, Sayamagyi. That's it. Maybe Venerable and Sayamagyi article. You read it that one. Okay. Anyone? Question or comment? Feel free. Huh? No. You don't need to read the text and the chat because Venerable and Sayamagyi share his article. Now, question.
Part of the writing.
So,
okay.
Any
for the
comment,
advice for you?
One thing, we don't do one-on-one coaching. တယောက်ချင်းစီတော့ကျမတို့အလုံးမလုပ်ဘူး so try to have interest group လေးတွေပေါ့ဆရာမတို့ဘုံဘုံတို့ဆရာလေးတို့စိတ်သဘောတူတဲ့လူတွေလေး5 ယောက်တော့မျိုးတော့စုလိုက်ပြီးရင် then talk with me ကျမတို့နဲ့ပဲစာဖတ်ဘုံဘုံနဲ့ပဲစာဖတ်ချင်းကျမတို့ဘာလေးတွေတက်ချင်တာလဲဘာလေးတွေသိချင်တာလဲဆွေးနွေးပြီးတော့ course လေးတွေရွေးပြီးတော့လုပ်လို့ရတယ်အချိန်လဲညှိနှိုင်းရမှာပေါ့အချိန်ကျမတို့မှာ timetable fixed schedule မရှိဘူးကျမတို့ retired old lady ဆိုတော့အရန်အားတယ်ဘုံဘုံကတော့ busy bee ဆိုတော့အရန်မအားဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ you အားချိန်နဲ့ဘုံဘုံအားချိန်နဲ့အားလုံးစုပေါင်းပြီးတော့အလုပ်လုပ်လို့ရတယ်ကျမတို့က offer လုပ်တာမှာနော်တယောက်ချင်းတော့ကျမတို့မလုပ်ဘူး minimum 4လောက်ဆို pair walk 2 တွဲ3 တွဲအဲ့လိုလေးလုပ်တော့ peer learning အချင်းချင်းဆွေးနွေးတဲ့သင်ခန်းစာလုပ်လို့ရတာပေါ့လေအဲ့လိုနော်
In English or in Myanmar medium language, Sayamagyi?
Oh, I think it's better in English. We will go slowly and steady. အရင်အခက်အခဲရှိကျမမြန်မာလူမျိုးအစေ 100% so no worry မြန်မာစကားအများကြီးပြောလို့ရတယ်ပြဿနာမရှိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ remember ကျမတို့က entrepreneur spirit စွန့်စားရှာဖွေရအင်္ဂလိပ်စကားမတတ်လဲတတ်အောင်နည်းနည်းချင်းပြောကြည့်ရမှာလေ့ကျင့်ရမှာပဲ exercise လုပ်ရမှာအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်နော်အတူတူစ조사ကြအောင်အင်္ဂလိပ်စကားအရန်တတ်ဖို့ English course ရွက်တဲ့နေရာဟုတ်လေဒါပေမဲ့ sudden English basic တော့ရှင်းကောင်းတာပေါ့နော်အဲ့လို English ပြော slides တွေကတော့ English ပဲရှိတယ်မြန်မာစာမရေးဘူးကျောင်းကထွက်ရမရေးဘူး high school တွေကမရေးထက်သိမြန်မာစာသိမပူပါမြန်မာလူမျိုးစိတ်ဆရာဘာဘုံဘုံတို့ဘာဆွေးနွေးပါအောင်မလဲမေးစရာအကြံပြုစရာတွေလည်းပြောပါအောင်
Sayamagyi and
wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I ask? Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
You are welcome.
No, not ask.
Yeah,
just guess. Yeah. Thank you very much for your informative sharing. It is very knowledgeable for me personally, and because it's insightful also, especially from the aspect of the sharing the knowledge called the Panya Dana in terms of the both, from the human aspects. Human aspects mean like the cause social and emotional development, cause number 2, and also the first cause. This is more like link with the modernism of the Buddhism, right? So I learned a lot from this aspect, because I think not only me, but also in our country, especially modern learning. I also learned about the modern learning a lot in here, in these sections too. for this. Thank you so much to you both. Yeah. And because, Buddhism is most of the audience, I mean, in the country, people are more like the traditionally believer, mostly, right? So right now I learned from is aspects of the psychological perspective of the Buddhism. That is a lot of the courses I saw in the, Seattle Van Nandacra. So I mean, it will be, my wondering is like Sayamagyi offering is very much thank you, I am very much thankful. Even in like the pairs, 2 or 4 pairs, I'm thinking like how we can study it within this, the Tavagu Education Forum. So because for me, I really learned the new thing, especially from the Buddhisms, from the psychological aspect, and also the Sayamagyi topics also worth learning. So why not we can pair or we can make a match, in this Tavagu in Education Forum group, so that we can learn it from you and from the BZB Seattle and the retired, educational persons like Sayamagyi. So this is one of my suggestions. We can start within this group if we can practice with English and also the, subject matters. That is like the free of choice subjects and also the Buddhisms in the psychological perspective. And for the Seattle Nandacra, Van Nandacra is because it reminds me of the when I work in the international non-governmental organizations in less, I think right before the COVID time, we have the like the small groups. It is not the whole organizations, but within the one department. In every morning, we have to sit for the meditation. At that time, it's not mindfulness. It's not very much popular in the country because it's before like 2021. Even in the workplace, because of the guidance of my big boss at the time, because she was coming from because it is the time of the democratic government, and she was coming back from the United States. So I think at the time in the Western country is the practicing of the mindfulness is that popularity. So when she comes to our workplace, she guided as our colleagues and the co-workers to start with the meditation, like I think only 15 to 30 minutes, because we don't want to take too much time from the working time. So just concentrate on the mindfulness before all of our works are started. And then we practice such, calmness. She opened some, peacefulness sounds from the YouTubes, and we practice this each and every morning for, I think, 3 to 5 or 6 months. Yeah. So it reminds me of what your topics are. So I'm thinking like that. So in the business or in the workplace, Buddhisms, or like the one advertisements you announced about the Emmys. So I'm wondering that because in Myanmar right now, after the COVID and after the coup time, after 2021, we were managed to be discussed in the counseling group at that time. It's not mindfulness, but we are a lot discussed by the counseling sections, because our HR departments, human resources departments, are arranged for every staff, especially interested staff, to be getting at the counseling sections, because of, as you discussed, our people are a lot suffer than, especially mentally and also psychologically. So I think it would be useful. So, I because of the time, I couldn't discuss you many things widely, but I think it is the right thing. It is the needed for the time being. I mean the Buddhisms from the psychological aspects perspective. So it will be English. It is not only provided in English. It is good, but it will be in for example, in my setting in the international organizations, if the PowerPoint presentations and all the facilitation trainings will be the English, but we can, hire the translator and Burmese English translator, and she or he can translate to the staffs who are not very much good at in English, because the provider and the workplace, the owner and the organizations wanted their staffs to really and thoroughly understand, because in right now is because of the country situations, not only the country situations, but also workplace stress are a lot suffered for the employees and the people. So I think this would be very useful. Sayamagyi topics and also the CRO's topics. Yeah. So my wondering is, it is given your Panadhana trainings and the facilitations are isn't linked with the international organizations, maybe United Nations agencies, or maybe other companies, link with them, or will you also provide such kinds of courses to them? That's my wondering. Pongpo and Sayamagyi, yeah.
Well, that's a good one. And from our this movement zone, we are conducting in kind of the program I name is the Mindful Professional, which is the 4-day workshop for transforming the interpersonal skill throughout the mindfulness and self-awareness. So that program is we ran it privately, not in public. We ran it privately. Some private sectors in Myanmar, like workplace, some organizations and companies, they hire us, and we give such 4-day workshop. Sometimes we give 2 weeks, when we 2 days, and sometimes 4 weeks. But overall, it's the 4 lectures, and that is kind of the programs to cultivate the self-awareness and to understand and appreciate the employee personality. Especially, we first program was for all the employees in their companies. There was more than 400 employees, and the second one was only for the HR. So at least we just want to then appreciate their own personalities and the personality of the employees and that of the others, like that can enhance the we focus on the interpersonal relationships by basis on the DISC model. You may know that DISC model is the kind of personality model supported by now together with the mindfulness. So such kind of programs are also running. If you are interested, you can go and chat with our admin for this moment zone. Because I'm not initiating such a program because it's a paid program, so I'm not joining this, and I'm not doing too much as a Buddhist monk. But they are doing it, and I help in that.
Yeah. Good to know it went. And mental health is a lot needed these days, not only in the West countries, but also in our nations like that. But mostly when we talk about the mental health, from my experience, we are talking about from the health perspective. And I think right now is from the Buddhism aspects or Buddha human. These are all interested interesting point and the focus and the learn about the mental health. So you can, I think Sayamagyi also share about some customized and tailor-made courses which will be fit into the people's need in the workplace, and also individually, group and the pair and the match. So it would be very much beneficial. So I think and Isa, all our efforts here, Sayamagyi, free of charge.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to talk about right now.
Oh, this is good to know. Very good.
It's Dana.
Dana, that's one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Sayamagyi, now
thank you
you
very
change.
much. Sorry?
Do you change your target participant only for Sangha
Oh
member
no,
or
that's what
more
I'm going to
people?
talk about. No, Mituka, thanks for your really insightful comments and your great interest in kind of areas that we are working now. And if you remember myself talking about introduced by Popo V, I'm coming from human resource training development background. So I felt that I worked pretty over 30 years for Lu development already. So once I retire, I decided, I promised myself, I myself is just a born Buddhist and I couldn't practice too much. So I promised myself to support Sangha who are practicing Buddhism. So I'm particularly selective. My learners should be Sangha. Once in Sangha. If you like to share, discuss, talk freely, fine by me. But if you are asking me to work together in a group, then that should be, I should see either Pongji or Xiale. But with this shame, I see less and less Xiale, more Pongji and Pongji, sorry, Pongji, sorry, Pongpo. So where are the nuns now? Actually, I like to promote very much about Myanmar Tila Shen. And now that
Yeah.
I'm working with Pongji and Pongji and Pongji, less and less Xiale. So if you have any Xiale friends, just send them to me. I like to help.
Mayubiya, this is your
Yeah.
responsibility to
So
bring. Huh?
sorry, Metuka, my learners should be Sangha. I'm Sangha
Yamai, it
education
is
support.
very needed, yeah, because in the very beginning of your discussion, Pong Pong Visuda also talk about, discuss about the modern learning. So I'm not really talking about the Sangha communities here, but it will be
Yeah,
the modern learnings is the much needed, in my
yeah,
opinion, maybe right or wrong, right? Very
yeah. You
much
got all
needed
the
for
right
the
to say.
Sangha societies, Yamaji. So it is
Yeah,
need. So this is the time, timely efficient. Your program is so especially purpose for the nuns and the
yeah.
Buddhist monks.
You will see one funny picture here. When I started getting friendly with Ponanda, I said, Pomo, you are working for Lu. I'm Lu, I'm working for Sangha. What is it? We are doing something opposite, and now that we get to
Switchy.
one agreement and we work together for Sangha, Xiale and Pongji. That should be my target audience. Sorry.
But I think I should request Yamaji to include lay people too, not only Sangha member, no? Both Sangha monastery member and lay people too. You should
There are
accept
lots,
Mix.
Miss.
there are lots and lots. There are lots and lots of champion and guru. I'm not champion guru, but coming from my background and my experience, I'm sharing with Sangha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
thinking
You're
about
right.
it.
You're right, Siamai. Yeah.
I
In
respect people
in
a
lay
lot.
person, there are many champions, Siamai, right?
They
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
champions.
A
They are
lot, a lot.
champions.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And when we are conducting kind of mixed class with the monastics and the lay people, we got one problems. Problem means like kind of a burden for the monastic members, and they don't dare to share, they don't dare to speak and publish. So
Not
with
comfortable.
these, yeah, not comfortable, and with these reasons we just make the kind of separate and special batch for the venerables. Even in our this moment though, we make special batch for the venerables and a separate group for the lay people.
There's like a kind of discrimination.
Not
Sort of.
discrimination, segregation. So that they can have better attention.
Yeah,
They
we
feel
give
more
the
relaxed.
actually
They
the
feel more
better
relaxed and
opportunity.
comfortable to discuss.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
we want discussions. So without discussion in the classroom, nothing more
Oh,
than
okay.
modern learning is without discussion is useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interaction and discussion and
Yeah,
all this stuff. Yeah. It's difficult to mingle when you have
yeah.
people and when you have
So in
Sangha.
the
Because you
in the
see
classroom, if there
without
are lay people, maybe they may feel uncomfortable and not sharing anything, not discussing.
yeah, it's difficult. Okay.
Mm.
Kumong, any comments? From you, Gomobi.
Yeah, that's a great. I really appreciate your effort, both of you. I'm just wondering, on observing your topic, I had no idea what to do, what you are dealing with. For example, I just want you to explain a little bit about. I noted that mindfulness and emotional development, right? In this topic, what you are talking about, can you explain just for taste?
Taste. Maybe I share.
Yeah.
The one you want to go?
No, I'm not mindfulness. You are your baby. Your baby. Mindfulness is your baby, Bobo. Your
Yeah.
project.
But actually, before mindfulness, we are sharing kind of the self-awareness. Self-awareness is a so basis for emotional developments. What they are saying, in modern day, they're saying EQ and EI, emotional intelligence, EQ, so emotional quotients. So to develop the emotional intelligence, the basis need is the self-awareness. So what is a self-awareness is, in short, self-awareness is a kind of you are being aware of your thought, your emotion, your characters, and everything around you, and then also you are being aware of your reaction, and then also the result of the reaction when you're responding kind of trigger from the external trigger to stimulate your emotions, and then you do responses, and then if we are not aware of ourselves, we don't know such responses, or we don't know the consequences of the such responses. So that's why the self-awareness is the very basis of the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence means we know how to respond when and which and how. Like in modern, they are saying upaya kosala. The Pali is upaya kosala, skillful means. So you can respond skillfully. You can deal with your emotions skillfully. For that, you need self-awareness. So self-awareness, to develop the self-awareness, the easiest way is practicing mindfulness. So if you can practice mindfulness, then you will get the self-awareness. Throughout this self-awareness, you can improve your emotional intelligence, and that we call the development of your emotion.
So, okay, all in all, we can say mindfulness practice.
Mindfulness is basis for the all, but I'm not very satisfied with just adopting the Buddhist element mindfulness for that. Because, as you know, mindfulness is just part of the Buddhism, even not inclusive the other part or other factors of the Buddhist teaching and Buddhist practice. You may know, or you already know that the Buddhist fundamental practice, at least we may say, the Noble Eightfold Path. So what they say mindfulness is just part of the Noble Eightfold Path. And then just adopting one element and useful is, I don't believe in that way, because of the Buddha said that the Noble Eightfold Path is interconnectedness, and we have to develop more or less simultaneously all the 8 factors or all the 8 parts. So that's why not only the mindfulness, all these Noble Eightfold Path categorized under the threefold training, Sila Samadhi Panya. So that Sila Samadhi Panya together can develop the self-awareness and the emotional intelligence. Because suppose if a person is emotionally developed, emotionally so intelligent, but he don't care about the morality, then what happens? That would be so dangerous. A person is so intelligent and no morality behind that intelligence, would be so dangerous. So we need that framework. the Buddhist framework. That's why in the threefold training, then I'm keep sharing about that Sila Samadhi Panya as the fundamental practice and ultimate practice for emotional development, mental health, mental well-being, and everything.
This includes meditation time or just discussion?
Here we don't have meditation time because not enough, and just sharing kind of lectures and discussions and Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I'm very innovative approach.
That's where myself and Paul getting very compatible. Paul explain you in depth and more from higher level sort of self-awareness. From me, modern learning perspective for the learners, very simple, know yourself. That's self-awareness.
Yeah.
You think you know yourself sometimes. There are a lot of areas that you do not know. So before you try to know others, know yourself first. So how to know yourself, how to behave, how to interact, all these steps going on. First of all, know yourself. Before you know your people, know yourself. So that is the core, the basis of self-awareness. After, there are many different methods and practices that you can be able to upgrade your awareness level.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, I want to give the floor to the audience. For the other participants, please feel free your comment, question.
Anything to add?
Bande Sirenda.
Freedom, you got the freedom, not forced. If you have any questions, things to discuss, please do so. Otherwise, that's it. Bomo, missile. Your missile tea. Oh my God, coming from Iran, Israel.
When we should, and Sayamagyi, your knowledge, Dana organization,
nothing. Just me. When I need, I go, boom, come. Can you do that? Yeah, okay.
No, I don't think so. You can provide, you can provide many available causes. Not only the religious matter, but also the human matters.
No organization, no group. We are freelance.
For monastic and the Sam Satendai or Sam Education Center, like Popo Visuddha established, especially for the monastic communities, about your English learning program. I saw, right? And Sam soft skills, communications, things like that can Satendai, I don't know, monastery, which they wanna train their novices and also Sangha, can they link with you app, Sayamagyi?
Oh yeah. Anything with Sangha, I'm all for it.
Okay. So I will let you know later, right? Because
you will find the clients for us. Thank you, Metuka. You are excellent.
But remind her we are online only.
Online. Oh my gosh.
Online,
but I will tell you later, Sayamagyi. I will discuss with the Sam Pongpong because Pomo Visu may know that, Sam, like how can I say, teacher monk from the IDBMU wanna teach their Sangha. I mean young novice, not novices, how can I say, younger generation of monks to improve their English. Yeah, especially maybe they have many reasons. One of which is like to get the entrance of the IDBMU, to polish or to brush up their English. So at that time, they asked me, my assistants, whether you have the good English teacher to link it up. So I take it in my consideration now that Sayamagyi, I will tell you, no? If I
All right, no problem.
Okay.
Vituka, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a good networking for see?
Somebody-
Networking, very powerful.
Okay,
And
good
then, and then you need to extend not only online but also in person too.
Yeah.
No.
In person, please.
Online and for Sangha.
Online for Sangha.
I need
More
to
modern
improve my people
technology.
skills. I'm pretty rigid, not flexible. All right. Hello, Pomong and others. Anything to Jumaru ba ajan piu ba omle pa mechi male. So online, yeah.
Okay,
When you have a group, when you like to brush up, improve here and there, remember me. If you want to contact Pomong, I'm his secretary. You just let me know, then I will check with Pombo and we will work together. No problem. Okay? Good.
Okay, the last question.
All right.
Last comment from the audience, from the participant, because nearly 10 o'clock. We will conclude, we will end our session formally. The last comment, Siale Marubia. Question or comment?
Actually, I have nothing special to comment, but I want to say special thanks to Siama and Seattle. Here, I'm also already familiar.
And you can share your experience, Ale.
Yeah.
When we work together, how did you feel about it? You can share your experience. Yeah, why not?
Yes. Thanks to the Siama and the Seattle, we got many knowledge to establish not only for our literature fee, but also for our spiritual fee as well. I think I learned more than learning. For 2 years from Siama and 1 year from Seattle. It's very nice to learn especially for the monastery society. Like the Gamaji Meduka so said, she also went to learn from the lay person side for other lay person. But for them, it's very wide to learn in many fields there in their field. But for us, it's very rare chance to learn from the scholarly teachers. So Siama knowledge channel is nice. For the Seattle, actually, I would like to say also thanks to Seattle Nana Sarapia. I learned psychologist as a beginner from Seattle, and also I can also practice myself to establish. I also read Seattle post every day. Whenever Seattle post on the Facebook. Actually, I cannot say I remember all, but some of the points are very informative for our daily life. And also, I'm always waiting the podcast on the YouTube. Thank you so much for your sharing, Seropia.
For the post, for the Facebook content, the Gamaji is thinking to develop one class. Can you want to share it, Wei? You got muted. Can you unmute? Unmute, please. Oh.
Not just reading, it's more passive. Although you have good imagination, when you have author right in front of you, you shoot questions, bullets, ping, 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 ping. Then you discuss that more interaction, it will be more lively. So I requested Pombo, why don't we have one discussion group? You give a number of topics, yeah. The groups pick up the topics that you fancy, and then we discuss each other and discuss Venerable around. So that would be really interesting. Don't you think so, Sally? Yeah. So Venerable,
Yes.
yeah, we should develop the area a little bit. Yeah. Passive
Yeah.
read and more interactive discussion.
Surely.
Okay. That's it,
Okay.
Venerable.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say the board of thanks. Thank you very much, Venerable
Lovely.
Sayamagyi Tokaimaton. Today, we reach the spiritual oasis. as Sayamagyi Metuka so said or request, both of you should contact some workshop on Tavagu Forum so that we can enjoy your spiritual oasis or spiritual paradise. So I request both of you to come very often, occasionally.
Secretary noted. Okay, Venerable, noted. Noted your request. Thank you, Venerable. It's an honor.
Yeah.
I hope we can see you very often in our program and your program too. There's our small gift to you.
Thank
Okay,
you,
thank you.
Venerable. It's very
Thank
lovely.
you.
Thank you so much for your time. A very wonderful, impressive sharing. I really appreciate the knowledge done and modern learning. Okay,
Sarah, please, before conclude, may I ask some question to Siama?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
After
Siama, how was your Siama, how was your next module?
Next module.
Next module.
No module. No learners.
Customized.
No learners, no
Customized
module.
course. Customized course. Sally, you had to.
Customized course, I said. Anything you want to learn, we discuss.
You had to organize 2 or 3 monastery members, and you can request.
Yeah.
What you want.
But during this month we are still busy, so that's why I dare not request Siama. Is
keep
there
yourself
any?
busy. Keep yourself busy, Sally. Focus on your thesis. Try to
Yeah,
get
after,
it shine.
And after August we may be free, and
we got all
then
the
we
time.
can.
Don't worry. Yeah. Okay.
Anyhow, even though you are busy, please feel free on Sunday night.
Yeah, thank you, Momo. It's very nice of you. Yeah, having us
Okay,
here.
let us conclude our program by reciting Buddha Dasana, Sirandita to 3 times.
Buddha
Dasana,
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good day. Have a good night.
Yeah, stay strong, safe. Chama beke maze, Allah.
Very well. Have a good night.